the truth inside the church. This is the main desire for traditional people. The darkest point of his pontificate, in my view, is the resignation from the papacy. There are two different points. The first, it is the fact itself of the resignation, because until today are inexplicable the real reasons of this resignation. Because, of course, in the history of the Church, there were popes who abdicated, few popes, but in all the different cases, there was always a real important reason. And until today is not so clear what is the real reason, because many people think that perhaps there were strong pressures on him, blackmail. Cardinal Ratzinger, but also Monsignor Gensfa in a recent interview, and I think in his recent book, said that no, that this was not the problem. Cardinal Ratzinger, when something spoke about blackmail, say it is a nonsense. If someone would have pushed me, obliged me to abdicate, I would have resisted. So this is really very obscure, because it seems that the only reason it is that Pope Benedict was very tired. It seems that he was convinced to live no more than 1 year. He lived 10 years more, but he has been the longest lived Pope of the history, with 95 years. Because I think that after him there is only Leo XIII with 93 years. So the post-pontificate is longer than the pontificate, because the pontificate of Benedict, it is a pontificate of 80 years and 10 years of post-pontificate. But this is only one point. There is the other point, which is the fact that when Pope Benedict announced his abdication, all the people was presumed that he went in a monastery without participating to the life of the church. But in fact, what happened is that he assumed the title of Pope Emeritus. He dressed in white. He gave the apostolic benediction. And so the common people had the idea of two popes, Benedict and Francis, but a diarchy. It is impossible in the Catholic Church, because Jesus Christ has only a vicar, and or this vicar is Francis or is Benedict. And what happened, unfortunately, it is that some people is today convinced that the true Pope was not Francis but Benedict, and this is a problem. There is a confusion, unfortunately, created by Benedict himself, assuming the title of Pope Emeritus.